Right, so good afternoon to one and all. My name is Taqsh Chopra, and I'm currently a third-year student of BTech Biotechnology at Harvard. Today, I am here to present my topic on antifungal vaccines and vaccinations. Vaccines and vaccinations. What is the current trend? What will be the future? And what the challenges are there which is holding the future itself? Before starting with the vaccines directly, I would like to highlight the importance of recognizing antifungal infection as a threat. I have shared a few stats here. 1.9 million patients, 3 million people, and 1.6 million people. One can say that this is still less than what bacterial and viral pathogens causing diseases. But what one needs to understand is that these cases are these diseases are happening at a frequent rate and they are catching up at a higher pace. Sooner or later, there can be a scenario where the fungal infections might overtake the bacterial infection probably. Next, I would like to talk about the challenges regarding antifungal treatment. What are challenges out there? The complex morphology and the physiology of the pathogen itself, of the fungus itself, poses a great challenge in creating antifungal vaccines. I have shared a lot, but I will be focusing on two important ones that exhibit dimorphism and problem of the antifungal resistance. Dimorphism refers to the ability of the fungi to shift its ability from yeast to mold or from mold to yeast. This tends to become quite important for the fungi itself to survive in the unfavorable environment and even to bypass a lot of immune system reactions. One of the good examples for dimorphism could be Telomyces marginifera. It's a type of fungi, an opportunistic fungi, which tends to cause fungal infection in patients which are HIV immunocompromised. But at normal environmental temperature, it tends to remain as a mold, which switches to yeast when it encounters body temperature. Next thing I would like to also highlight is the problem of the antifungal resistance. Antifungal resistance, as it was highlighted in today's speaker sessions also, that how antimicrobial resistance itself is becoming a huge pandemic and a huge epidemic. Antifungal resistance is a part of the broader AMR phenomenon, and this tends to be quite more dangerous as compared to antibacterial resistance, antimicrobial resistance by bacteria, because at present we only have 4 classes of systematic antifungal medicines, namely azoles, echinocandins, primatines, and polys. Now, I would like to highlight one of the high-risk fungal pathogen that is known as Candida albicans, and it's a part of the Candida genus. It's part of the larger Candida genus. I would like to start from here. So, what happens? What the pathogenesis of Candida albicans is? The first thing is the colonization phase. In this phase, first of all, Candida albicans is a commensal fungi. You will find it in your gut, in your microbiome, in your oval cavities, and everywhere. But the first thing, under favorable conditions such as microbiome disbalance or even immunocompromised person, it tends to take an invasive pathogenic form. The first stage which I am talking about is the colonization stage. The colonization stage. The first stage can be highlighted as the colonization phase, in which the first stage which can be highlighted is the colonization phase, in which the Candida albicans in a yeast form tends to attach with the help of its adhesins to the surface of the endothelial or the epithelial cell membranes. The second thing which will be that it will start to form a biofilm around the endothelial and the epithelial surface. That thing will be followed by perhaps one of the most important phases which I highlighted earlier was fungal dimorphism. That from its present yeast state, it is going to convert into the hyphae and the pseudo hyphae stage, that is your mold stage. After this, the next stage will be that the invasion will take place. The invasion will take place in the sense that hyphae is going to spread and it's going to disseminate into the other parts via blood flow. This can, in the end, cause Candida sepsis. Now I would like to highlight the immune response. I would like to highlight the immune response against antifungal infections by our own body. We have the innate immunity and the adaptive immunity, with the adaptive immunity being both important. The CD8 plus B cells secreting immunoglobulin B and immunoglobulin G, while the T helper cells, the TH helper 1 and the TH helper 7, TH helper 2 and 17, playing a major role in this. Next, I would like to highlight the antifungal vaccine strategies, which has been currently in different trial phases, which is currently in different phases, with glyphosate and the killed fungus virus being the most basic and the most preferable one. Although the problems which is posed by them usually includes the immunocompromised person might get infected himself or herself, because even the live attenuated or the killed one can cause disease. I would like to highlight one of the important one, which is the NDV3A vaccine, part of the purified protein vaccine. Regarding the NDV3A vaccine, one of the ALSTP is one of the most important protein which is used by C. albicans in order to create protein for invasion biofilm formation. The vaccine candidate here, it acts on the same and it again generates an immune response. Here, what I have shared currently is the immune response of NDV3A, where we have seen that it's quite highly therapeutic as compared to the placebos, and as well as for the RVVC. RVVC is basically candidiasis of the vulvovaginal, of the recurrent vulvovaginal candidiasis. The recurrence has quite shortened. In the end, I would like to conclude by saying that antifungal vaccinations should be targeted towards specific sites such as boosting T1 and such as boosting TH1 and TH17 immune response, and more focusing on discharging from the cell membrane, killing the cell membrane of the fungi. Key references, and thank you.
Thank you.
Can you please show me your graph?
Yes, sir. I have taken this graph.
Yeah, can you please comment on the error bars?
Which one comes?
The error bars.
Yes, error bars.
Okay, sir, this thing is about the treatment group and the medium time. Basically, what I have highlighted here is RVVC. That's recurrent.
No, that's fine. Sir is asking, what is that error bar? Is there anything
Why is
significant?
big error bar?
Big error bar. Can you comment on that? You have not done this experiment. That is fine. But what is the implication from this?
From these two graphs.
Now,
Again, sir,
the error bar.
I will explain, sir.
This graph. Look at the big graph carefully.
Okay, I will just.
But error bar, so error bar basically tell you how much is the fluctuation, right?
Yes.
This kind of fluctuation means that there is too much of noise in your data and you cannot conclude anything cleanly out of it. So what do you say about that?
So, the second half, I will explain by saying that this thing is regarding the number of time which the person has taken to come again for candidiasis. The main disease which I have highlighted here is the recurrent phase, that the candidiasis is going to happen again, but with the vaccine inoculation, with the right vaccine inoculation, the time got extended. The period of recurrence has got extended.
So is that statistically significant? That is what we are asking. That is asking that how significant is that data?
Again, sir, it's based on phase 2 clinical trials on 188 sample size of 188 test subjects. And right now, sir, it's the